together for a very dear friend of mine who's going to talk to you about the statistics, Angelia George.
Thank you, Shelley. Sean he's here because I have statistics and I need to hand this to somebody. And we're on a short time frame. So he told me I have 90 to 120 seconds to get your attention. Please give me the full 5. My name is Angelia George. Unlike the vast majority of you sitting in this room today, I met Shelley Pesta through my pediatrician when my son was diagnosed at 8 months old with a brain tumor. I am a cancer mom, so my relationship with Shelley is unlike many of you in this room, although there are others sitting in this room right now. We see the world through different eyes. We understand the reality and the devastation that cancer brings. It is not just a cancer as a word, but it is pediatric brain tumor cancer. The statistics are very raw, and I would like to share some of them with you. Some of these were told to you earlier, but I'm going to say them again because Shelley asked me to. Just a few days ago, Stand Up to Cancer aired, and it gave the estimate worldwide that every 3.5 minutes, a child is diagnosed with cancer. Every 4 hours, a child earns their wings before they ever lived. Normal statistics in 2010 said that 46 children every day in the United States are diagnosed with some form of cancer. Every single day, 7 of them lose their battle. Those estimates for a year is around 12,400 children diagnosed a year. 4,000 of them will die. The children are affected by these diseases, but the grimmest of all of them is brain tumor cancer. There are 120 types of brain tumors. Treatments are virtually so difficult to treat, and it is grossly underfunded, but the public remains largely unaware of the magnitude of these diseases. The first time I ever saw those words was on a 12-month-old's funeral card that I made. Cancer is number 2 killer of all children, and the first is car accidents. 1 out of every 5 children do not survive. The cancer family, what it does to it is catastrophic. The first statistic I was ever told by a social worker at St. Jude was 90% of families that are dealing with this stress or pressure, they end their marriage in divorce. Yes, I said that, 90%. And I think that speaks volumes for the stress that it places on an entire household. There's always one parent like Shelley researching and always handling the full-time medical schedule from the list of possible deficits that come along with surgery and treatment-related deficits, while other parents are juggling the rest of the family and having to try to keep us financially afloat. The financial obligation to save a child is estimated in between $7 million and $12 million for a 5-year span. The insurance company's nightmare. Financial obligations go far beyond initial surgery and hospitalization stays. It is estimated 1 round of inpatient chemo ranges from $40,000 to $80,000. Proton radiation for 30 treatments is $120,000. These numbers are without housing, they're without travel, they're without any of the expenses that come along with your local visits and for treatment out of state. The aftermath of treatment while parents sit and idle wondering what lies ahead and the effects of what more treatment may cause. The anxiety of roaming the halls of family. You become family with the parents that lose their children and earn wings far too soon. It is mentally crippling. Yet, we must return to those same halls, and we must sit there in waiting rooms for MRIs for long results that could change our life in a blink of an eye, just as it did the first night in the ER room. And when you're told your child has a mass, there are parents that comb the world for the best and the newest medical treatments out there. Shelley did that for Jake. She took him to ND Anderson, where tumor profiling was customized and tailored to Jake's tumor. Knowing her, I was blessed.
I have knowledge that I've been able to give to families that have snowballed into multiple families doing the same thing. They were tired of protocol roulette, and they were able to do what you're doing now. I believe that that is what inspires Shelley, and she is part of the driving force of Jacobs Foundation. I thank you all for being part of this amazing contribution towards research and cures. Thank you, Shelley.